How can people who want to make a difference, how can they start? What advice would you give to someone?
The advice I would give someone is to like find what you're passionate about. Like I'm passionate about social justice, so I go out in my local community. Like I went to my soup kitchen, and I volunteered, or I go to my local community board and ask questions. Also, like if you're passionate about something, like if you want to make a difference, start in the local community first. Like I know everybody wants to go to the national level and get noticed, but if you start in your local community, that's where you make a difference the most, because that's where the issues are, and then you could really impact someone there. At national level, you could not really make an impact, but if you start with your local community, you could really impact someone. Like you might not know somebody that is hungry, starving, or somebody that needs a job. So start locally, and then you can bring yourself like nationally. But if you want to make a difference, real difference, start in community first. That's really important.
This is Power 8 Radio.
So, how are you? How is everybody doing?
I'm doing great.
Good,
Yeah,
good.
same.
That's super. Well, my name is Pali, and with me is Olivia. Olivia, give a little wave. So, if we can get you to introduce yourself, tell us where you're from, and most importantly, what you do, please.
Okay, so my name is Javier Sarmiento Jr. From Harlem, New York. I'm a college student. I just graduated with my second degree, my bachelor's. I'm a writer, a basketball player, and a poet. So and a dancer. I do almost everything. I'm all a box of all trades, you could say.
That's a good one, jack of all trade, you know. So out of all of these things, what's your favorite?
I really like writing poetry, and I really like playing basketball. That's like my favorite two things to do.
Oh, nice. So you're looking to go pro with basketball?
Yeah. 'Cause I got skills. I don't think you know this, but my friends and my family call me Javi Buckets because I get buckets in the court. You know. Oh yeah. So
That's a really good name. So let's rewind back. What is your inspiration to let's take poetry and writing? What got you into writing? Is that just, you could have done anything else? So why did you start writing?
I started writing because I live in an area where it's like high poverty, drug abuse, all these things, homelessness, and like me being a minority, Afro Latino, light skin, but yeah, but I see all these things. I've been wondering all these things, so I decided like why not write poetry, because it gives me a voice, it gives others a voice. I actually entered a contest, the Writers Digest 91st writing competition, and I wrote a poem called "A Voice from Harlem." It was awarded honorable mention.
Wow.
Out of 3,000 entries, I was chosen as an honorable mention.
Oh,
That is
amazing.
impressive. That is really.
Mhm.
Just as a question, sorry to put in, what inspired you to write poetry? Like, where does your inspiration come from that?
My inspiration comes from my background and from my area. Um, as a minority myself, watching all these things like George Floyd, all these atrocities, and seeing like where I am right now, like I'm like, succeeding. I got my degree, and like I'm seeing all these things happening, and I want to help my fellow people get out of the stage where they're in, and I just want to I want to say my story because I have a voice and myself. I want to give others a voice. People, like, when you tell somebody a story, you give them a voice. Stories could be the stories could mean justice being served for other people. Storytelling is very important in today's world, as you know.
Yeah, it's like you're giving a voice to the voiceless in a way. Yeah.
That's super. I'll let you carry on with it. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I just put it in really. I mean, following up from that, I know that as you said, like you're a journalist. How did that, like, how do you started?
I started it because I started it 2 years ago. Like when the COVID pandemic started, um, that's when I enrolled, and then one of my schools, Buena Vista University, they had a journalism program, and then I entered to the they have an online website where the students could write their stories, and this I said I wanted to write opinion. She said, hey, so write opinion. So the first article I wrote, it's actually on my staff page. It says BVU student from Harlem, New York, and from there you just say I just talk about like my experiences and what's going on and how I'm supposed to use this like going forward. And I actually won an award for one of my articles I wrote, the impact and influence of LeBron James. I wrote that because like I read his story. LeBron came from poverty. I do too, and it's inspiring him, seeing him how he took his family out of poverty, his whole family, everyone. He gave back to his community. I Promise Academy. I choose to say that, all that stuff, and like I came in first place in the collegiate Pittsburgh media foundation contest with that article. It was very amazing. So I just like writing stories. This is so inspiring. It's like seeing like as a minority myself, seeing like have different experience than other people. So seeing that, I just want to like use to give voice to voiceless and use my platform, because if you're not making a change while you're here, why are you here in the first place? So
Yeah, absolutely. By you writing that article about LeBron James, as you said, like you have a passion for basketball. Is he your favorite player?
yeah, I would say so. I actually wrote two of the articles about LeBron. I have most of the sneakers about him. Like I'm actually like you would say a LeBron fan, but like cause like I read his story. I watched the movie. Like I actually like experienced what he felt like, because he grew up in poverty, food stamps, all that stuff, and then many people who are successful, they don't give back to the communities. He actually went back and he started the I Promise Academy, which students who go there, they have if you finish that, you have guaranteed tuition to the University of Akron, free. So like that alone, and his social justice movement, like I'm just a huge fan of him. Not just for basketball, it's just for life. Like it's my inspiration all the time.
And does he is he one of like your motivators to carry on? Like wanna
Yeah, I would say that, because seeing him, like he has, I know he has millions of followers. Everybody knows him. He's like worldwide famous, and like he doesn't. I don't think he knows it, but I think he doesn't know the impact he has on my life personally and many people others. So, other than him and my mom, they're like the biggest inspirations. Like my mom worked hundreds of hours to provide for us, and then so him and my mom, like I would say that those two people, I cannot. I'm in debt to them, because they did so much for me to give me where I am today. A 13-time scholarship winner, which I set the record for Harlem winning scholarships. And nobody has done this in Harlem, winning that many scholarships, 13, and then winning these awards. So it's like them too, and it's just like I can't explain it. It's just like a feeling that it's unmatchable, you would say.
yeah, absolutely. Pally, do you have any other questions too?
Well, obviously, you talk about all this great stuff, that you've done. Where can we go and find? Do you have things online? Do you have a page of your own, or
Yeah.
What's your handle?
Okay, so I have IG and Instagram and Twitter. So my IG is @HappyBuckets, and my Twitter is @HappyBuckets too. I have my own website. It's called. I have two blogs. It's called The Basketball Journey, and it's about like my journey. I started when I was in community college, and it currently has over 6,000 views, 250 comments. I just started because I just say like I'm still passionate about basketball. It means so much to me, and I want to and I just want to like tell like show people my passion because there's so much negativity going on in this world. Why not say something positive? Why not show somebody this is a way to get out of your situation? And my other blog is called The Harlem Hopeful. Like it's like I want to I like be a social activist and like on my way to like achieving my success. And I have my own page. I just started yesterday my writing portfolio. Um, it's called Javier's Incredible Work. I'm gonna send you the link afterwards via email or whatever. But yeah. Hmm.
Perfect. Because we would like to find out about all this. See, you got your hands really busy. And for somebody like you, maybe you might be able to help me. How do you schedule in time to do anything else?
Me, I'm good at time management. So like, if I usually like people have calendars, but me, I have a very good memory. So if I have to like, for example, like I just finished college, so if I do like homework at a certain time, I say, hey, this time I do homework, and then from this time I could read. This time I write the article. This time I'll play basketball. I do that. Like I have certain times because we have 24 hours in one day, and if we have all this time, if you can't accomplish anything in this time, you wasted your day. So I just find the times to like turn on everything, and give myself breaks as well. Like I have Nintendo Switch, I play games, 2K, Mario Kart 8, regular stuff. But I just try to find myself a balance because you need a balance in life. If you don't have a balance, you're overworking yourself.
Absolutely. No, that's true. And that kind of, I suppose, leads me to my next question as to, so when you're not doing music or writing poetry, what else do you do? I know these are fun things for you, but if you're not doing that, what else do you do?
I did that playing basketball. I just like writing in general or reading. I have numerous books. I read like motivational books. Like I read a book called Eric Thomas, The Secret to Success. I read it over 10 times because it's so motivational. He was a high school dropout, homeless, and then he went from a high school dropout to homeless to the number one motivational speaker in the world with a PhD. So like that's to me that's inspiring. Like imagine being homeless, kicked out of your house, and have nowhere to go, and then like 5 years, 3 years, whatever, and you get your PhD and you turn into one of the number one motivation speakers. My bad, I stutter. Number one motivational speaker in the world. Like that's crazy.
That's mind blowing, really.
Yeah, Eric Thomas. Yeah.
Oh, maybe I should go and pick that up and give you a read. Most definitely. And so going on from there, what is in the pipeline? What can we look forward to in the near future? You seem to have done it all.
Yeah.
What's the next step?
Well, right now, I'm currently writing my memoir. It's about like how a Harlem student became a 13-time scholarship winner, a award-winning journalist, and a college graduate. I started an introduction a couple months ago. I was speaking to my college advisor because as I mentioned before, like I won 13 scholarships, which is a Harlem record. I did my research on this. No one here has done 13 scholarships in a row. So and I was talking to my advisor. She said the amount of scholarships you won is so inspiring that I said I should write a book about it. She said, yeah, why not? So and due to the 13 scholarships, I graduated debt free, and I was able to travel on campus. So those things alone, I wanted to write my memoir. Like this is like my background, how I started, and how I can inspire others. Because I know there's more people in my situation that don't have the voice that I have. Even though I have a small voice, people don't have the opportunity to go to college as well. So, and I did in addition to that, I'm also trying to play professional basketball. You should say. I'm also trying to NBA, G League first. I'm trying to train so hard. I know I got skills. I'm talented. So I believe in myself. Confidence is key. If you don't have confidence in yourself, who won't be confident in you? So I'm gonna train for the next 2 3 years. Try to get there because if I don't want to live regrets. If you live regrets, you're not living life. So pro basketball and writing, and hopefully inspiring people with my story. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely. I feel you deeply, and I wish you so much success in it. You blew my mind. How old did you say you were again?
25.
And you have 2 masters.
No, I have an associate's degree and I have a bachelor's. So I'm on second degree.
On your second degree, that is, yeah, that is incredible. Olivia, over to you.
I think, well, firstly, I want to say that I think all that you've done so far throughout your life is so incredible. And I think you are becoming an inspiration as well to many people. And I think I want to ask, how can people who want to make a difference, how can they start? What advice would you give to someone?
Well, the advice I would give someone is to like find what you're passionate about. Like I'm passionate about social justice, so I go out in my local community. Like I went to my soup kitchen, and I volunteered, or I go to my local community board and ask questions. Also, like if you're passionate about something that you want to make a difference, start in the local community first. Like I know everybody wants to go to the national level and get noticed, but if you start in your local community, that's where you make a difference the most, because that's where the issues are, and then you could really impact someone there. At national level, you could not really make an impact, but if you start with your local community, you could really impact someone. Like you might not know somebody that is hungry, starving, or somebody that needs a job. So start locally, and then you can bring yourself like nationally. But if you want to make a difference, real difference, start in community first. That's really important.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you just said you do like volunteering then at a soup kitchen?
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that. I did that twice. I did that the first time. I did that for a school project, and then the second time I did it was because it was I just wanted to do it the second time. It was just so good seeing people. Like I remember one time. I think it was the second time I did this. I was handing out food to like a food servant, and I seen some homeless man. I gave him his food, and he said, "I will never forget this." I will never forget what he said. He said, "I gave him his food." He said, thank you for serving me food. I was starving all day. I was attacked by people the previous day, and I never thought I was gonna die starving. Thanks to you, you're a godsend." And I actually was blown away because, like, I was at that time I was still I'm financially secure, but I still have enough to keep going. I'm not like really in poverty. I'm kind of, but that kind of took me a time. Like, damn, if someone like him could say that to someone like me, that means the impact I have. And I kind of like got teary eyed because damn, see somebody that has nothing and I have something. It's got me emotional a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it just shows that how people might think something so small can make a massive difference to someone's life, like, and help them, even in one small experience.
Absolutely. And you know, it is that thing that at the end of the day, they used to say, if you want to clean your hand, you know, if you just put one under the tap and one under the tap, it's not really going to be clean. You need to bring them both together, and you know, that's the only way to get a really clean hand. So yeah, people are okay. Yeah, some people might donate to charity, they might, you know, but all that is on the back end. That's, as you say, helping on the national level. If you really want to make an impact, you've got to start kind of, yeah, the guy next door, you know, the person begging on the street. Even if you're not going to give them anything, even a bit of your time, talk to them while they're in that situation. Maybe even you're talking to them will elevate their spirit. So no, it's great to have people like you still in the world. And you know, if we have more people, I'm sure we can make it all a much better place than it is now. So wow, thank you so much for all that. And right, let me throw in this the random question that I usually do. So now I'm keen on this emoji thing, right? Play basketball, you write poetry. I'm trying to figure out if I want to put one emoji out there, what would it be? What emoji will represent you?
I would say the emoji that would represent me is the muscle emoji with strong, because I'm a strong man. Like I do like you said, I'm a jack of all trades. I do everything. So with the muscle emoji, shows me like I'm strong at everything.
That's a good answer. That's a really good answer because that's me. Yeah, I got it. So actually, well, while we're here, Olivia, what emoji will represent you?
Oh gosh. I mean, it probably won't be that good of an answer. Probably. Oh, you put me on the spot now. Probably the one. I think like the thinking face. Is that one of them? I think that because I always just. I don't know why. I'm just a person who would just ponder and question things. So I think that one for me. What about you?
Oh, okay, well, it's a reverse one. Well done. Good job. Good job. I think for me it will be something water because I like to be feel part of everybody's life. I like to connect with everybody. And yeah, I just feel water is so neutral that that's kind of like my life. And I'm Aquarius as well, so I think it's just a given really. So I think I'll go for those three water dots. So what does that combine? If we combine that together, what can we make? A floating super strong man. I think really hard.
Yeah.
So well, as we kind of wrapping up, any final comments to your viewers?
So like I would give some advice to people. Like never give up on life. Anything is possible through the grace of God. If I could do it, like if I could get 2 degrees, if I could get a scholarship, many scholarships actually, and I could like win stuff. Like you could do it too. Like not everything is possible. Never let nobody limit your dreams. I would say.
That is pretty cool. Olivia, anything from you?
Yeah, I just want to thank you for coming on to the show as well. And I know you said previously at the start, but if people wanted to contact you on social media, if you could remind us again, like how they could do that.
Okay, so my Twitter username handle is Javi Buckets, JAVIBUCKETS. And same thing for Instagram. So yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. If anyone out there got any questions or need motivating, I think you're the guy to help them.
Exactly.
Absolutely. So we'll be there to go and like, subscribe, and yeah, drop you an email. Yeah, we'll be waiting for some of those contents you said you would send as well.
Yes.
You know, I'd love to get inspired. So I know there's going to be much more coming up in the future, and we'll be right there. You know, to come back and check up on you. Feel free to really amazing. I was going to say emotional. There has been some emotions in there as well, really. So thank you so much for coming on the show, and yeah, hopefully we will catch up again pretty soon.
Thank you so much.
Take care. Bye all.
Bye.
Bye.
This is Power Ace Radio.